Hola, ¿qué tal, mi gente? This is Noan El Boricua, and I'm recording from my actual hotel. I'm here in the city of Portland, Oregon, and I'm gonna give a recap, but this is just an intro. These are hours before I get the opportunity for my job. I work at Nike to be the first moderator, Puerto Rican moderator, to moderate the first ever Celebración de Puerto Rico. And I'm super excited because I get to interview Nicky Nieves, Para Gold Olympian from the Rio Games of 2016. We're going to talk about everything Boricua, de familia, de cultura, but more importantly, the power of sport. So I hope that this conversation is going to go well. I had a little bit of an anxiety, but I guess that's what happens when you're really excited. I didn't even clip my mic, so hello, mic check. But now rocking a hat. I'm probably gonna rock this bandana, and yeah, I'm really excited. And then I'll break down the shoe. I have them on. Shout out to Nico. She did an amazing job along with her team designing the 2022 Air Force One Puerto Rican parade collection. And yeah, that's all I got. Oye, seguimos para adelante y bueno, que viva Puerto Rico. Let's go. All right, what? All right. What a day. I'm still lazy to clip this song, but by the words of the late and great legendario baseball player Roberto Clemente, he said that if you have a chance to accomplish something that will make things better for people coming behind you and you don't do that, then you're just wasting your time on this earth. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a little brief intro of what this day was going to be about. And it's something about Puerto Rico celebrando. And again, just what an honor. Nicky Nieves, oye, un beso, un cariño, un abrazo. Paralympic Gold medalist of 2016. It was an amazing conversation. So I'm going to give you guys a couple takeaways that I got. But more importantly, oye, brincamos la música. Let's go. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Non El Boricua. Again, super honored. I'm here at the Canopy Hotel, Canopy by Hilton, here in Portland, Oregon, in downtown. And I'm just super excited. And I can't give you guys everything of what was presented today. Clearly, it was for my job, but there was a couple things that I think really stood out to me. It was really surreal. I kind of shared with you guys a little bit, those that follow me on Instagram, that there was a little moment of anxiety. I just didn't really know, like, was I worthy enough to be in the position? Because I know there are well worthy people that should have been on that seat to be able to interview someone like Nicky Nieves. This was like the first of many to come of celebrations for Puerto Rico. And by the time of this video, right now in many of the Caribbeans and in Spain, they celebrate, San Juan Bastian, of like really from a Catholicism aspect of like celebrating who he is and all that. In Puerto Rico, I know there's a lot of just traditions of like falling back or taking steps back. Even some families on the mainland here in the U.S. where they actually do their own take of like traditions, but I think like one of the beauty of really, and shout out to our designer, just amazing photographer. She is just an amazing storyteller, and her name is Nico. Actually, I'm gonna put her, I don't know which side I'm gonna put it on, but I'm gonna put her IG. I think you guys really need to follow her. And I didn't plan this accordingly, but one moment, and we're back. All right, Nicky Nieves designed this amazing 2022 really for Puerto Rico and Nueva York. And I think what's really cool is that the story on this shoe is understanding just the colors and understanding, how the homes and different areas all over Puerto Rico. And I even know like the tongue is kind of reminiscent of una, guayabera, just the Dubray. And also, I don't know if you guys see this, but like the domino kind of effect, because that's something that we do as a family. And many of my Latinos out there, maybe you can, relate to this. But it was just really understanding the inspiration of this duality of Nico trying to bring together a little bit of Puerto Rico and a little bit of New York, and understanding that no matter from the island or from the city here in the mainland, that we all have something in common, and it's really our pride and our joy and our love para la bandera de Puerto Rico, and just really just the people. And I think for me, that was just something that I've always thought about, is the importance of what that looks like. And I think, and I don't know, Nico, if you're ever going to see this video, but I'm looking forward to hopefully maybe having a conversation with you, because there's so much more to your story and the inspiration and really the lo que es familia, the family legacy of it. And I think for me, I don't know, maybe for somebody who needs to hear this, man, I'm 45 years old. God continues to open some crazy doors. I mean, I'm like, people assume sometimes just because I'm on a trip, I'm not staying busy or working, but we got to put in the work. And I think it's something that I put in here. There was some thoughts. I read this article like a long time ago, but there was something here where it's like, try, learn, improve, and there's progress. And then you try again. Try, learn, improve. And it's in the learning and in the improving where there's progress. And because the more that we do of it, the easier it gets and the better you'll get at it. And maybe some of you guys need to like hear that message out, because a lot of times it takes a lot of practice to be able to do the art. And I'm grateful for many of our viewers and listeners that always tell me, yo man, like you show very well on camera, you know how to engage. Can I just be honest, man, like real talk? And I'm just scrolling through my notes here. I'm just grateful for the church, because the church really gave me a platform to share and to like speak and just share my story. And over the years, what was something that I just hated to do, really was building blocks of like being able to present and be a moderator, an MC, whatever you want to call it. But I think something that I also learned is not just the whole try and learn and improve, but also understanding, and I wrote this down, it says, because your presence at the table matters. Maybe some of us need to hear that today. And you don't ever need to have permission to build your own table. Look, anybody that knows me, I love everything about Puerto Rico. My family brought me up to really appreciate and love my roots. And it's something that like I've built that table back home in LA. Granted, I'm in Oregon right now. I'm just grateful for the team that really thought of me to be able to moderate. And I'm just super grateful. And I think one of the biggest things is that you constantly have to just prove it to yourself. I don't know. It's something that I think about, like where it's always contagious and it's always something willing to go forward. But that was something that I wanted to say also, is just, we got to remember that you have to build the table, and it's okay to do that, you guys. And I hope anyone who's listening to this really understand that. And I think, another one that I have here is that, where is it at? I don't even know where I put it. Look, I didn't really prep for you guys on this, but it's really coming from the heart. It's, where is it? Oh, here we go. I put, because in the space between like feeling lost and feeling your way, it's a lot of times you will find yourself. So just to give it like opportunity, trouble, and how do you rise to this like occasion. And I think for me, that's something that's really big, right? Is understanding, like, to have a moment like I had today. There was a moment where I needed to find myself. I know that God creates us all with a purpose, with talents, with gifts. I truly believe in that. But I also know that there's a part on our end that we need to activate. Like, you've been given some great things. What have you done lately to really click it? And it takes time. And sometimes some people get there sooner than others. And that's awesome. That's great. Celebrate it. But I also know that not everyone's the same. So enjoy the process. Enjoy the moment. I enjoyed the moment today. I'm going to try to post some photos here while I'm talking. And I think that as long as we continue to keep going, it's just really understanding that, I don't know, it's something that, like, you just got to keep going after it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, as you're building the blocks, Rome wasn't built in a day. And I think, for me, the most important saying to remember when giving up on it becomes like this legitimate thought. Like, nobody can create an empire in a day. No business can become this multi-billion-dollar venture in one day. No idea is worth throwing into garbage, if all stops haven't been pulled out yet, right? So there's a lot to say about, maybe you're in the middle of like rewriting a draft in your life right now, your career. Sometimes, these drafts need to be revised. A lot of times they need to be edited multiple times before the finished copy can be published and celebrated. Something that Nicky said that really stood out to me was how important community is, and how giving back is, it's not about what you can do for her, but what can she do for you. And I think for me, continue to edit, continue to draft, continue to pitch who you are, and know that this copy is going to be published. The question is, are you ready to step into that line? Look, I'm wearing a hat. Originally, I started without a hat. I got sunburned because I wasn't ready to be published, and it was super sunny, and I forgot to put on my sunscreen, which I brought, and I was going to do that. So, honey, yes, I know. And I didn't do it, but it's all good, So, much love to, our networks, and much love to the Latino and Friends Network. Y, seguimos para adelante. Y para toda mi gente, habla hispana, for all those that are just Spanish speakers, or if you just identify Black, Asian, anything, immigrant, whatever that looks like. Don't give up. I don't want to get emotional. Just don't give up, because extra. This is why you need to tell your parents. This is why the people that are in your inner circle, you want to celebrate with them. And I got my wife and my kids, and I know they're super proud of me. And I know my abuelita, my mom, my dad, I know they're super proud. I know my dad would be beyond proud. And I know my dad and I, we didn't have the best relationship towards the end, but at least I know that he was proud of me. But I just know if my dad would have found out that I had the chance to do what I did today, just to share my love for where my dad is from, I think my dad would be speechless. And I think that's what's bittersweet of this moment. So those are my thoughts. I don't even know what time I'm at on video. So also my allergies are acting up, man. Coming out here with all this greenery, I'm used to the smog in my chest. Anyways, I'm just rambling. Como siempre, like always, check us out, fuelpasionpodcast.com. If you can join us, man, we're really looking for people just to support us via Patreon. Or there's also like some other options if you want to support. I really want to, I don't know, there's some really good nuggets that you can get from speaking to people that have made it to the mountaintop. And a lot of times you just kind of need some energy behind that. I don't need the money, but there's resources, and I just want to make these things better. I didn't even know how to set up the lighting, so I was just put all the lights on. I opened people can see me. I don't know if people are looking at me right now, but I opened my blinds. I finally figured it out, honey. You just had to tug on it, and it's automatic technology. Anyways, oye, como siempre, man, check us out, support us, subscribe on YouTube. For all our listeners, please share this. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Continue to try, continue to improve, know the progress, and be authentically you. Celebrate your heritage. Celebrate who you are, your family values, because we need people like you. Your stories matter, and know that the ultimate author of those stories created all of those specifically for you to share one day. When is that day that's going to be published and celebrated? Time will tell. My hope is sooner than later, because we need more storytellers out there to be able to inspire the future generations coming right behind us. Remember community, and como siempre, I didn't even give you guys the breakdown. Yo, it was Fuel Pasión Friday. We're all about cultura. We're all about faith, conexiones. And I say we because I believe that you guys are all a part of this. So much love to all of you guys out there. So como siempre, como dice mi abuelita, que Dios te bendiga.